what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Japanese animated dark fantasy action film, where you can see this anime, Demon Slayer the movie Infinity Castle. Now this does have like another title on it, but I don't really know how to pronounce that. Now apparently this takes place right after the events of the fourth season of the Demon Slayer like anime television series. And I must admit I haven't watched any of those, but I did see like the first Demon Slayer movie, the Mutant Train. I did see that one. I thought that was pretty cool. Now I must admit, this new film is even better, in my opinion. I thought this one was even better than the Mutant Train. It is like very awesome. The animation is cool. I like that it is very long. It's a very long film. I mean, I think at times it felt like it was almost like 3 hours, but it's not quite 3 hours. It's like, I think it's just 2.5 hours, if I'm not mistaken. But it was really fun, and it really is just like a series of like endless like fights, battles, but there is some deep like storytelling around those like epic battles too in the film. Like around like certain characters, you get to see like the history or the origins of some of these characters. So I think that was pretty cool that they did that way, you know. Now the film is directed by Haruo Sozaki. I'm not sure. Excuse me if I'm butchering his name, you know. But it is a pretty solid film. But you do have like, I guess you can say like the protagonist of the film, Tanjiro, and then you have like the other characters. I'm not gonna really go into all of them because I don't really know like the Demon Slayer like anime. I don't really know it too well, you know. But the film is just basically like a series of like a fights with like the Demon Corps. I think that's who Tanjiro is with, if I'm not mistaken, like the Demon Corps. They're going on like a mission. They're constantly fighting all these different demons in this area known as the Infinity Castle. So I guess the Infinity Castle was on the fourth season of the Demon Slayer, and it is like this huge, like massive place. It's like I don't know what you can call it because I didn't watch like the actual series, but it is like massive. Now at times I must admit it kind of gives you like the vibes of like it's like Bruce Lee's Game of Death, where he had to work his way up each like floor and fight each like main person on that floor, you know, and beat him and keep going up each floor. It kind of feels like that at times because they'll come across like a serious like boss fight, and they had to beat that, and then they'll go on to the next one. Then you also have like a couple other characters, like I say, I touch on it because it's kind of complicated, and like each like fight, like I was saying, like the person, like it's kind of like I don't really know like the characters and stuff that well, but like certain like this one character, you know, she has to use like she's like a heroine too. She has to use poison against like this one enemy, like this one demon, I say like demon that has like these fans, and he throws out stuff like that. They all have like their own special abilities and superpowers and stuff. So I won't really go into all that, but their sequences was kind of cool. Because he's very like flamboyant too as well, but you get to see the origin of like how he became what he was and so on like that, and even certain other people too as well. And he's also like he consumes like his victims, like when he defeats them, he actually like consumes them into his body. So I thought that was kind of cool how he did that, because I thought he was just gonna eat them, like you know, like eat them all up like a monster, but he actually just consumes them into like his body. So I thought that was kind of cool how they did that. But then you also have like I guess you could say the main guy, the main villain of the film. I guess I don't want to spoil it, but they are pursuing like this one guy known as, I think, Muzan. I think he's like the lord or the king of the demons. That's who Tanjiro and them are after, like the main demon guy, like the big boss. I guess you could say, I think his name is Muzan or something like that. They're really trying to pursue him, but at the same time, yeah, Muzan, I think that's his name. The same time Akaza shows up, and he was like in the Mutant Train, so he's like the one you could definitely tell he's like really like the main antagonist of the film, because him and Tanjiro, they had like a long fight sequence, and it takes up like a lot of the film. I think it's like during the second act, and it goes all the way to the third act, and it's like an awesome fight sequence. But at the same time as all this is going on, you get to see the origin of Akaza, like how he was like a kid, how he's always getting bullied, his father got killed and all that kind of stuff. He ended up going to jail a lot because he was always stealing. Now his story was really interesting and fascinating to me. And there was even like this girl that he fell in love with that he had to take care of, and so he had all, and of course, you know, they ended up having like a tragic fate because her father was like a karate master or something like that, who took in Akaza and trained him. Now that part that was very that was some good, for my opinion, like storytelling right there. And you get to see like the tragic fate of what happened with them, and that's why Akaza eventually became he became like a demon. You could see how he became like a demon, like a villain basically. So all that was pretty cool. But like again, like I was saying, the film is just like basically like a series, like some awesome like fight sequences. But it is like some deep storytelling in here too as well. Like the animation is superb, it looks awesome. And I did see this like I know it was an IMAX, but I saw it in Dolby Cinema. That's the theater. When I went to the movie theater, I saw it in Dolby Cinema. But yeah, I'm definitely I thought it was pretty cool. Like the storytelling was so like rich and like deep. It makes me want to go ahead and watch the Demon Slayer series, you know, because I do have like Crunchyroll. You know, I watch a few animes like here and there. Because I watched the entire like Attack on Titan. I've watched that whole series, even like the live action movies. So I was like kind of a fan of those. So I'm kind of into some of the anime. But I know this is probably the first of two more films, like the first of like a trilogy that supposed to end like the Demon Slayer saga or something like that. And I just realized that Akaza had like 700, he was like 7 centuries old. I think he kept saying that he was like 700 years old. So why, I bet they could do spin-offs like based on him or something like that. You know, I think that'd be pretty cool to see we have all that history that they can go into. And Tanjiro, he's still like a pretty interesting character. You can get to see more of his backstory too, like the main like protagonist, like Tanjiro. I know he has like the earrings and the green like jacket. He has his sword. He's a good fighter and stuff too. But you get to see why he even kind of looks like that, because his dad was even kind of like that. His dad wore earrings, because there's a sequence in the film where you can see like his dad had to take out like this bear and stuff. So I thought that was kind of like awesome, you know. But overall, it was a pretty solid film. I must admit, it was so entertaining and good. I feel like it was almost an A, but I think kind of it was moments like in the first act where it was kind of like dragged and kind of slow, and even kind of later on in the film that makes me like it's not feel like I don't think it's really worth like a solid A. But I'm gonna give it a solid B, and I would definitely recommend this for like I guess fans of like the Demon Slayer like franchise, you know. And apparently there will be like 2 more films in this series. But yeah, I would definitely recommend watching this, you know. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.